Welcome back. On today's video, we're going to talk about student loans and how to calculate what your payments will look like over time. We're not going to talk about the differences between the types of student loans, unsubsidized, subsidized, all of those pieces, just simply how to calculate what you will be looking at on repaying a student loan over time. So let's jump right in. On this page, it shows the current federal interest rates for student loans, and you can see here on subsidized student loans 6.53%, unsubsidized loans 8.08%, and direct plus loans, parent and graduate professional students, is 9.08%. You can look up the different types of loans. We may do a different video on that, but let's get into payments. So if you come over here to calculator.net, they've got a student loan calculator. And what I found is it's good to calculate how much you will be looking at repaying over the course of time. Because most people get into student loans when they still have time left in school. They're not going to start repaying directly, immediately, and that affects how much you'll be paying. So let's look at this calculator right here, Student Loan Projection Calculator, again on the website calculator.net. And if you're planning on graduating in 4 years, let's say you're going to take out $10,000 in student loans per year. No current balance because you're just getting started. Of course, if you do have a couple of years under your belt and you have student loans already, you can put that in here. The loan term, 10 years. That would be 10 years after you start making payments on the loan. And a 6-month grace period. So after you graduate, you have 6 months to get a job, get everything in order, and then start making payments. And the interest rate, let's start at the lower end, the 6.53% for direct subsidized student loans and unsubsidized. So again, that was 6.53. 6.53. Do you pay interest during the school years? Now, as I understand it, this means that your interest will accrue. You are not actually making the interest payment, so it's adding on top of the balance that you would have. Let's hit calculate, and it pops up that once you graduate, you will have borrowed $40,000 for 4 years. Your balance after graduation is $45,000 because the interest does accrue while you're in school. Your balance after your grace period is $47,000, and your total interest is $24,000. So your repayment will be $535.28 per month based on the inputs over here. That's a sizable payment. Or a sizable payment every single month. So you need to take that into account. As you're making these decisions, you may want to make decisions as to whether you're going to work in addition to taking out a student loan, or maybe you do something over the summer to generate as much income as possible so that during the student loan period or during the school year, you don't have to take out as much of a loan. Now, that's at a $10,000 loan. Let's say we go up to $15,000. Figure out what that's going to look like. Remember, we currently have a $535 a month payment. That pops us up to a $60,000 total loan, but again, after the grace period, we're sitting at $70,000 you'll have to repay at a $802 per month monthly payment. Now, we're not going to talk about whether this is right or wrong, but what we will talk about is what you need to look at as far as what can you make after graduation, and does it make sense to take out these type of loans. This says you need to make a $70,000 a year income to be able to repay this loan with less stress. You have to look at what could you do if you go to a lower, maybe a lesser prestigious college, or you do some extra work during the summer or during the school year to bring these payments down. $802 a month is a sizable payment, and $15,000 a year is not even your most prestigious school. So let's do one more. Let's take this up to a $20,000 per year. Hit calculate, and that pops us over $1,000 per month once this goes into repayment on a 10-year repayment. Make sure when you're looking at colleges and tuitions and building your plan that you are actually building a plan. Something that's frustrating to a lot of people, myself included, is student loans are very, very easy to get, and many times they don't require the student to understand what it looks like after graduation. Meaning, do you understand the salary that you can make? Do you understand what the income differential will be if you go to a Ivy League school versus a standard state college or a private college or something along those lines? In this instance, this is talking about needing to make $94,000 a year to repay the loan with less stress. Well, does the school you're going to warrant that extra income? Meaning, will graduating from that school bump your income up versus going to a state college or a maybe less prestigious college, but that provides the same level of education? After you graduated 5 years, 10 years, because remember, this is talking about only a 10-year loan term, will the importance of having gone to that school still matter? Some degrees, some career fields, absolutely it can. Many career fields do not. If you go into the business world, if you're not working on Wall Street or somewhere that values the degree for the life of your career, you may be able to go to a less prestigious school and still generate the same income as long as you're able to show through your work effort that you are a quality employee. So make sure you're taking all of these things into account. If you have any questions, feel free to put those down in the question area below. If you like this type of a video, please consider subscribing to the channel for more content like this. If this video has been helpful to you, please do give us a like. And if you know someone who can benefit from it, please consider sharing the video. Thanks for being here, and we'll see you on the next one.